Oh yeah. They can be like, what type of freaky shit is that?
You lied though.
Oh hey. Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Hey y'all. Sorry about that. 1 second.
Girl.
This is a child that's texting me. Okay. All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. I do apologize about that. You know, sometimes it's when the kids text you, you gotta answer. Anyway, welcome to Let That Simmer podcast. Where we discuss lots of range of things. Um, we test out some food from local spots in the area. And today I have a guest, Tanisha, little sis.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. And we're gonna sit here, we're gonna discuss some things. We're going to try out now. Okay, so look, so I was trying to figure out what restaurant I was gonna try out today. And I had like 3 different restaurants, and all 3 of them were closed. So
I told her it's a Monday. Restaurants do not like, especially like the mom and pop spots, they don't open on Sundays and Mondays. Like they treat Sundays and Mondays like Saturdays and
like
Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, that do make sense. And I think a couple of them may have been open before, but they closed early. But still, I was pissed because I was literally going up and down Capitol for like 30 minutes. So what I did end up getting, and Tanisha, you said that you never tasted this. I don't know if y'all have ever Mikasa, which is the Mexican restaurant right up the street. What is this? On 63rd and Capitol Drive.
Oh, that's right here.
Yep, right there. So I got that. So I ended up getting like some steak tacos, and they got grilled chicken too.
Okay, period.
So I'm like, okay, I give them a chance. The guy, he was like, his name was Albert, and he told me to tell y'all about him. So we gonna hope that Albert food is good.
Albert, I hope you came with it. Auntie hungry.
I look, and that's the only thing I was like, I'm hungry. So I'm like, I gotta stop and get something. Like I was finna go to Wendy's and text you, like, what you want from Wendy's? And I know you don't eat that. So, but yeah. Y'all gotta excuse me. I do have a little bit of a cough. I was under the weather, and I'm better, but I got me some hot toddy. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I got grilled chicken. Oh, this kind of my fault because it kind of
Okay.
fell over. So grilled chicken and 3 steak tacos. That's the grilled chicken. What you think, Tanisha?
The pre-station. I never had like actual chicken from a Mexican restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I don't know. We gonna see.
And the little sauce. He was proud
What
of
is
the
the sauce?
sauce, the chipotle sauce
Okay.
to go on with the wings.
Okay.
So,
Let me taste the sauce by itself first.
and I'm gonna let Tanisha taste it first, since y'all said, I'm
It's
a little.
spicy. It got a kick to it for sure.
Is real spicy.
It's not real. Yes, it's spicy. Okay. Well, you'll see.
Is they done?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot. I see the smoke.
It's good. It's seasoned.
Okay, Albert.
Okay.
He said, I said, what's your name? He said, Albert.
Okay.
He said, not fat Albert.
This song got a kick to it though, for real.
Hey, Kayla. Yes, the steam. Mm-hmm. But but yeah, so
You know what? It's not bad. That sauce got a kick to it.
it's good though.
It's good though.
Okay.
It's good.
If you need a soda, it's one of them. I know you don't really too much be drinking sodas
Mhm.
like that, but
We're gonna go with this piece. It's good. It's like chicken. Like it's like somebody
just like
seasoned-
seasoned grilled chicken.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. The
I'ma
sauce do it good though. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna taste it in a minute.
Y'all
I'm
don't
gonna taste
let
it
me
in a
the way I'm
minute.
tearing this bone up. Y'all know how it be when y'all get some chicken. You know how it clear a bone. What?
Right, period. So today's episode is we're gonna be talking about the recipe for real love. So y'all know everything that everything ties into kind of like how we live our life, whether it be hey Yuri, whether it ties into romantic relationships, personal relationships, business relationships. I think no matter what, there's always a recipe for real love. I need real love with my friends. I need real love with my families. Even, co-workers. It just needs to be a sincere type of relationship.
Mhm.
But on this episode, we're gonna be talking about romantic
I hear.
relationships.
I don't know why you done put me on this episode. girl.
Yes. So we're gonna talk about relationships are like recipes. Everyone's got their own version, but not everyone knows the right balance. So in everything, just like with everything, just like with cooking, you have to have the right seasoning, the right balance with
Mhm.
all of the ingredients in order for real love to actually work. So let me see. So you have to have your main ingredients. And I feel like your main ingredients should consist of patience, communication, trust, accountability, and grace. What do you think about that?
I agree, but I feel like respect is something that should be added to.
Mm-hmm.
And understanding.
Yep, I think that also. I think respect definitely is at the top of the pile. And understanding, absolutely. But I think understanding, like, you have to develop that. So like you have to develop that with your partner, because literally when you first come into a relationship with somebody,
Mhm.
you're not automatically going to be understanding of what they got going on, because just think about it. So if you got man A, he has some shit going on. You literally just met him, right?
Mhm.
He got some shit going on. Y'all know I like to go to the extreme. He ain't got no job. He living with his mama, ain't got no car, XYZ. You just met him. Man B, you've been knowing him,
Mhm.
right? And this is two different scenarios. I'm not
Right,
saying
right.
like you cheating with one or the other,
Right.
no shit like that.
Mhm.
But you've been with me and B for 2 years,
Mhm.
and he so happens to fall off a little bit. Which one of those men are you going to be more understanding of? To be completely honest with you, meaning that you're going to stick around and you're going to stick it out with them.
Okay, so the reason why I said understand is because like I'm dating these men before I'm deciding to get in an actual relationship with them. So while I'm dating them, I should be learning them, and what comes with learning them is learning to understand them.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
So like if I've been dealing with dude who ain't got no job, I've been dating him for a while, so I understand that either he
No,
ain't gonna get his shit together, or you know what I'm saying. Like,
right.
I understand. You know what I'm saying? I done built
Mhm.
enough understanding to know like this is somebody that I choose to
Mhm.
be in an actual relationship with. And if I'm choosing to be in a relationship with him, I understand what comes with him. And that's what I mean by understanding. Like,
Right. And that's why I said it takes time. That's not just like an automatic thing.
but it should be if you're dating first and then deciding to get into a relationship, because I feel like during the dating stage you're
Mhm.
planting those seeds,
Right.
so that when you get in the actual
Mhm.
relationship those seeds can come to fruition. And that's where once you're in the actual relationship you
Mhm.
should be able to understand your
But
partner.
right, but I'm talking like right now, like I'm talking like on a road to
So during the dating stage is what you're
right.
saying. Oh,
If
okay,
you're
yeah.
just right, if you're just on a
Yeah, if
dating
I'm
stage
just
with somebody
no.
and right, you're not I'm
I
not gonna
thought
be
you was
too
I thought you were saying like if we in an actual relationship,
yeah.
like we not dating these men first, what we doing?
No, absolutely. You're dating them, you're vetting them,
Oh,
you're
okay, yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you somebody like once you be like, okay, you my man, I'm your girl. We gotta
Yeah.
no, okay,
Right.
no,
Right.
yeah.
And just like vice versa, like a man is not gonna be able, he not gonna be,
Mm-mm.
you know what I'm saying? That man will leave you
Yeah.
quick.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
call
yeah,
you a bum bitch in the process.
yeah.
But we not doing that
You
on
know?
this show.
Okay, so take
We're
understand.
not doing that this episode.
Okay, so take understanding out, because that comes with the more, the further
Mhm.
along you get in dating. But respect, I definitely feel like
Mm-hmm.
we should add.
Yeah. So when it comes to like respect, like do you feel like, and I know that a lot of people say this, like respect is earned.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like with your partner, with your mate, that they have to earn your respect, or do you feel like you automatically have a respect for them?
Me personally, I can't do anything with anyone I don't respect. Like, I have to actually like see you, gauge your energy, and be like, okay, this is somebody that really, he really got that shit. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody's just like, oh, he
A
timid.
pushover.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can't like I can't even fuck with you if I don't respect you. But what I can say is that I can have respect for you initially, and over time, like that shit just be like, nah.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right. Because, and I think that a lot of times in relationships, like we have the respect for our partner, and then there's certain things that happens that make that person, and whether it's a man or a woman, it makes that person lose respect.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you disappoint me too many times, I'm gonna lose a little bit of respect. Like that shit just comes out like a poop. It's gone.
And that's where it started taking that turn, because I
Mhm.
feel like the relationship, like respect is like seasoning salt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because like I can love you
Mhm.
and I don't respect you,
Mhm.
and then the relationship, you know what I'm saying, it's still shitty because I
Right. 'Cause you
ultimately don't
talking to me
I'm
like
talking
shit.
down to you
You
and shit like
yeah.
that. Like that's still ultimately gonna end up in us breaking up or whatever the case may be. So like respect, it gotta be there
Yeah.
100% on
Yeah.
both sides.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the one thing like I hate is like, and maybe it's just me, like I just hate seeing, like I saw a video on social media the other day, and the man and the woman, I'm talking about, they were fighting so hard. They were fighting so hard, and it was so many things that were said in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That they were fighting. And like I absolutely hate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be with me and then be mad. When you get mad, then you start saying shit.
Crazy
You know what I'm
shit,
saying? Like,
but that 9 times out of that be like the ego coming out. Like it just be a lot of shit, because I ain't gonna lie, I done been in situations where I done said some shit that I didn't mean, and I knew it was coming from a place of hurt, just because what he said to me at the time, it was like, oh bitch, well, your mama, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't necessarily mean it, but like my feelings was hurt, my ego was bruised, so I'm like, bitch, fuck you. And then but at the same time, I also realized like I didn't respect him. Like the respect at that point was gone too. So at that point, shit was just coming out on both ends. So
yeah, I hate that because like I had a relationship like that, and it was just it was bad because it was like, okay, so then the next day we still together, and it's like this.
Right.
That's like the dumbest thing to me.
Yeah.
You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? Like how could you, like, we're literally supposed to be each other's, when we close out the
Safe
world,
space.
we supposed to be each
Mhm.
other's safe space. So like with being some like I had a relationship that was very um, you know, he would get mad, and it just wasn't good.
Mhm.
Never put a hand on me, but still sometimes I think that the emotional
Abuse.
and the verbal is even worse, because
Yeah.
I think that breaks more into your mental.
Mhm.
But like we would just, you know, go at it. And I would be sitting there because I'm not a person. I mean, I can go below the belt, but like once I go below the belt, you can best believe you will never hear from me again. Like, never hear from me again. So, like, if I'm arguing with somebody, I'm still not going to go below the belt, especially if I really care about that person. Like, I'm just not. So, a lot of times it would end with me being hurt,
Mhm.
and I'm just sitting there like, damn, that's how you feel. And then we right
Yeah.
next, the next
Yeah.
day we right, back together. Like, oh no,
No, see, I'm not. I was still like, I'm going
I
toe
know.
to toe. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. We gonna go. We gonna argue all night. But what I can say is that the next day, I
Mhm.
am gonna look at you a little funny. I am gonna look at you a little funny because I'm sure gonna be sitting there thinking like, you said what? Like,
Right,
I don't know.
right.
I don't know how we supposed to go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After like some shit just
Mm-hmm.
like when it gets to that point where y'all talking that crazy, like
Mm-hmm.
it's like okay, y'all don't really like each other.
Yeah.
Y'all
And then it's like we okay, so now we're just together because of
come,
convenience.
yeah.
We're together just because of muscle memory. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like you're really not my person because I'm really sitting here looking at your ass like I want to slap the fuck out of
Yeah.
you.
And I'm not
Because
your
why would
person
you say
because
that to me?
yeah, like
Like, so I think like a lot of that is like so detrimental because like you said, it's like how can we even come back from that?
mhm.
Because I'm literally looking at you and I'm remembering everything that you
Yeah.
said, and I'm not like me personally, I'm not somebody that can just let shit go that
Me
easy.
either.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
hate that.
Even kind of with, like, excuse me, like with friendships and stuff like that, like people that I am not friends with anymore. If you said something to me and I made me look sideways or like I don't feel safe with you, I cannot be your friend.
Mhm.
I can't be your friend because now
See, I'm the total opposite. Like with my friends, like I would take so much shit and not say nothing. Like I would like somebody would make me feel some type of way and I don't say nothing. I'll just like be silent. But when it
Mhm.
comes to these niggas, oh, we gotta have a conversation.
And
Like
see, that's the thing though, because I get it because I feel like you're trying to. Oh, that's another episode. But I feel like you try to you don't want to hurt your friends and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But I don't think that that's healthy. That's not a healthy friendship
Yeah,
either.
I
You know what
know.
I'm
And I'm
saying?
I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying
Yeah.
to like lean into like communicating more, but at the same time, it's like sometimes I'll be feeling like, okay, bitch, you know what you're doing.
Right. You know
Like
what you're doing? I'm finna call your ass out just like I'm gonna call this
But
nigga out.
and that's why
But
I'm like, you know what you're doing, so why do I have to
Mhm.
call you out if you know what you're doing?
The same way you call him out.
But I don't give a fuck about him. I give a fuck about you, bitch. Why are you playing with me?
But no, but and then I feel like sometimes like being in a relationship for a woman, and I saw this on social media too, and it's probably gonna be a lot of people like, oh bitch. But you already know how I am. Like I feel like sometimes in a relationship with the man, like you have to be quiet. You have to literally you have to know when to be quiet.
You see how hard it is for me
I
to be
know
quiet
it
right
is.
now? If I got something to say,
No, I know, but I think because I think that a lot of times it's not all about us, right? So I think that um, and this is getting on my
okay, so
soapbox.
times up. So when you say be quiet,
Mhm.
like what do you mean?
I feel like you have to pick and choose your battles. I feel like not so. Prime example. I'm trying to say this
Take your
without
time,
saying
Pastor.
too much.
Take your time, Pastor.
So if your spouse, significant other is going through something,
Mhm.
right? You know all about the details of what's going on with that significant other,
Mhm.
right? And that is taking precedence in his life,
Mhm.
meaning that that's his sole focus right now. And it's not in a bad way. It's not like a slight towards you.
Mhm.
Like, you still get attention, you still get
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that good stuff. All that good stuff.
Mhm.
However, there's still some things that you per se may feel like, I want to talk to this nigga about. I want to bring up. I didn't necessarily like when XYZ happened, or when I peeped XYZ, right?
Was this during like
During
this whole initial like some
yes.
shit that he's doing currently?
Yes.
Okay.
So like during that whole thing that he's going through, there's still some things that sprinkled in that you may want to just be, hey, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not gonna say anything right
Mhm.
now, because that there's some things that he's dealing with that he's more focused on. Right. So I feel like I wouldn't want to. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed for now while that is getting taken care of.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to speak my piece when it's time.
Okay. I mean,
And that's where the understanding comes in.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but like, to me, that sounds like I'm allowing a certain behavior because of circumstances.
Mhm.
And I mean,
Mhm.
like, don't get me wrong, like, you can
Mhm.
address something without getting on his ass. Like, it's
Yeah.
like we have a certain femininity that we can
Mhm.
give to be like, hey, babe, like,
Mhm.
what was that about? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like a nice conversation.
Yeah.
It don't necessarily have to be nigga,
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regardless of what he going through, like, he's coming to you for comfort at the end of the day. So don't treat me like that. Like, I feel like it's okay for me to communicate that regardless if he going through shit or not, because if the shoe was on the other foot and I was going through something and I would get on his ass, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it's a way to be able to correct whatever he's doing without necessarily getting on his ass. Like, I'm still gonna hold you accountable. I understand you going through something.
And it's not that you're not holding him accountable. And when I say pick and choose your battles, because it's not a situation to where, and this is a hypothetical situation, motherfuckers be digging. It's not something that's like, oh, he disrespected me, he cheated. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
It's just
little
like,
minute petty stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He yelled at you or some shit.
Yeah. So it's like for me, it's just like certain things I don't need to bring up right now, because it's not about me.
I get
It's
the wings was good.
I didn't even taste one. Cause I'm talking. I'm finna taste it in a minute.
It was good.
We finna take a X. That's not what
love y'all.
Oh my God. That's not what I meant.
Where's the hookah cone?
You didn't ask.
She did.
I asked.
She did. She did.
You know what? Anyways, Bianca.
I would have came at 6 o'clock.
I was trying to get food.
You're not wrong.
That you ain't even eating. Child.
I am eating. Oh, and I got some steak tacos.
And where they get a crush soda from? Peach or
From there.
I'm just saying, like, who still sells peach crush sodas?
Woodman's. I buy them all the time. I love a good peach crush, baby.
Oh,
shit. Pick and save.
Oh, talk your shit.
You don't live that far south.
He act like he live in, but
right. Shut the fuck up. You live on 60th over there. Right, Jessica. Kroger. Nigga.
Oh, you live by Southridge.
Right. The one that's about to get tore down.
Hey, Jessica.
What you gonna get? Oh,
on a Monday.
It ain't gotta be a Look, Jessica Messy. She naming off all the places that you can get that you can get a. No,
No.
Jessica J. Um, and then one of the things, and so like with me saying that understanding that comes with, so grace.
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, like yes, I'm giving him grace. I'm being understanding and I'm giving him grace. But eventually, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing because it may be, and we got people that's viewing. What do
Yeah.
y'all think? But I think, and again, this is based off of my experience. That I think that it's a good, just to leave it alone. But again, it may not be a good thing. It may be a good thing or a bad thing because
Yeah.
on his end, he may be like, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just say something?
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what I was gonna say because you said you was gonna address it eventually, but then niggas that be
He be
like,
like,
well,
"Oh,
why you just
yeah."
not bringing it up? Like, no, you know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's something a nigga. Why you just not saying
Right.
something? That shit was
Right.
3 months ago. Like,
Right.
and that's why I'm like, it's a way that you can correct him without like getting on his ass. But at the same time, it's like,
because
nigga,
I'd be like,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
need to talk.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not finna do that. Like, babe, you good? Like, chill. Like, it's ways that
Right.
you can get into it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
without, cause one thing about it is like a nigga go through shit
Mm-hmm.
and he'll sit there. Like, he'll sit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't know how long that nigga gonna sit in it. Like, that shit can last for a while. And it's like, how long?
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it's lasting too long, then in the midst of me trying to pull his ass up by his
get what I'm saying,
bootstraps,
though?
I'm gonna have to, hey,
you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's all
yeah.
about like you don't want to continue to allow that, and then he just sitting in that energy, and he's starting to feel like, oh, okay, well, I can just do, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's where, we gotta, babe.
Yeah,
Nah,
that definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So now what ingredients or what things do you think are missing in the relationships today?
Respect. Respect. No, seriously, respect. I feel like a lot of people, I actually feel like relationships are missing in relationships. There are not many relationships out there. I don't know if you've seen that article that Vogue put out, but they said that like they did a study and like majority of the world is saying that like being in a relationship or being with men is embarrassing. And I was just thinking like, damn, like why is that? And I don't want to make it seem like I'm on a man hate train or whatever, but it's just like a lot of these men is just like what's missing in the relationship. I feel like it's gender roles, because I feel like they done flipped and now it's just like dynamic is the equilibrium is off or something like that. I don't know how to
No, I definitely get what you're saying. Like, and I know that from being in a relationship, when I was in a relationship with Glenn for 5 years. So being in that relationships, it's been almost 5 years since he passed. So it'll be 10 years. So within this 10 years time span, shit has changed.
Yes, absolutely.
So much. And and I understand what you're saying when you're saying about gender roles. I was thinking about this episode today and I was I didn't want it to turn into this, but it's always going to turn into that, unfortunately. And I was thinking about my uncles, and I was thinking about when my aunt who just passed, my uncle came up here, of course, for the came up here for the for the funeral. And I am, and all of my uncles, and also my cousins, so who were my age, Actually, none of them are my age. They're all younger. My boy cousins. And I watched just how they dealt with the women in my family. How they and literally I was doing something in the kitchen and I just stopped today and I said, I thank God that I have uncles and cousins who are literally there to reassure me that the things that I'm looking for in a man are not a
Yeah.
figment of my imagination. They
Yeah.
are not unachievable.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's in the way that they, how they deal with us with such respect. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Dominique, how he doesn't even, just his mannerisms, around me and my cousins and my aunts and stuff like that, and his mom. But just even that, and I'm just thinking, and I'm just like, they don't respect us.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what, and I don't know where we fell off. Like, I don't know where things took a turn to like where things flipped. But like, it's really sad and it's really disheartening to see it, because it's almost like, damn, what did we do to y'all? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
No, that and that's literally the question that I had, was what did we do? What did we do? And I see a lot of the men, and they talk about feminism and all of this, the feminine movement and all this other type of stuff.
Yeah.
But and but they have to remember that we are human beings, and we were literally treated as property.
Yeah.
So in saying that, and then try to compare, and I'm not a whole feminist and stuff like that, because there's certain things that as a woman I don't want the burden that a man has.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Same.
I'm good with that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Yes, I want to be a princess. Yes, I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I want to be all of that. Yes, I'll cook your meals.
Yes,
I will
Daddy.
clean your house, daddy, and will. So that's that's not my hang up. But I do know that there were certain things that just were not fair.
Yeah.
That just were not fair. The fact that I live in a country and I couldn't vote,
Or I have to listen to you. Like, you can rape me and I can't get
and
an
I can't say
abortion.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Even bringing it to to now. Yeah, something can happen to me. You can grape and
yeah.
do whatever you want to do to me
Oh, I'm sorry, I
sexually,
didn't mean to say that.
and I get pregnant, and
And
I can't have an
yeah.
abortion. I can't. Oh,
I told you it ain't bad, right?
oh yeah, these ain't bad.
But I think I think the issue that I've been hearing a lot today is a lot of men are saying that women are too masculine. And I can understand what they're saying, but it's like, because coming from a woman's perspective, you can, how can I say this? Like, I was in my masculine energy because wasn't like, I didn't have a man, I didn't have a man to protect me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once my stepdad came in, he was there to be like, okay, this is how, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to fix this, you know what I'm saying? He stepped up and did and showed me what like my dad should be doing. So like, naturally, I'm going to gravitate to somebody that's going to treat me as such, because that's what I've seen since I've been 14, 15 years old. And, I ain't saying this. No, but the jury's still out. No, but I mean, it done been some people that's been like here and there. Like, it's either, oh, I can change a tire, but I can't put your AC in. Like, shit like that. So it's like, don't nobody have the full package, but you expected me to have it. And that's where it comes in, where you were saying, like, that's not fair, because I'm bringing you 100% and you only bringing me 75, but you want me to be okay with your 75, even though I got 100%. Like, help me understand, why do you feel like that's fair?
Right.
And
right.
once we get into those type of conversations, it's, I'm gonna move around.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
that's where I feel like it's kind of like, yeah.
And I definitely understand that, and I know that, or I feel, that a lot of times, when we talk about, they talk about settling a lot, and I think that the talk surrounding settling for somebody, because I shouldn't have drunk that Pepsi. I am so sorry.
But I do feel like you do have to settle in some way, shape, or form in order to be in a relationship. I truly believe that. Like, you cannot sit here and tell me that you cannot talk to 5 different people, men or women, that are in a relationship, and you can say that every last one of them will tell you, I got exactly what I want, everything that I want. They're settling in some way. And I'm just at a point where I feel like, if the person that I'm with don't have to settle, because if my man tell me he feels the same way, or he want me to do this, we finna do X, Y, Z, I'm gonna put my best foot forward to do that.
Right.
So why should I not want that for myself?
Right.
And I feel like a lot of the people, I ain't gonna say every man, but the men that I've encountered, they get an attitude when I try to have those type of conversations. Like, let's talk, like, let's get to the nitty gritty of it, and they never want to.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that brings up that accountability. Everybody wants to scream accountability. Everybody wants to say, oh, you have to have accountability. Yes, you actually do. But a part of accountability, and this is for women and men, because I see it a lot, with both. I can't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be looking and I be seeing some of the stuff that y'all be putting on social media, and I just be like, wow.
Not even in
like the audacity.
Not even in just romantic relationships. These friendships, a lot of these people don't have accountability when it comes to their friendships either. And that's why you see so many people on Facebook falling out, arguing, going back and forth.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Because if I'm gonna hold you accountable for something, I also have to hold myself accountable. And I think that nobody, I'm not gonna say nobody, but I think that what people are forgetting is that there's always a reaction to an action.
Exactly.
Right? So if you hit me, you cannot determine how I'm gonna get you back. You can't determine that. And depending on who you are or what that get back is, you may not be able to handle my get back.
Right. And then you can't control that, because your reaction has a reaction. Like, your action has a reaction. So, like,
absolutely.
And you can't, like, my get back is not the same as yours.
Right. Because you're gonna feel it.
It's like, you're gonna feel that shit yourself.
Not right away, baby, but yeah. Absolutely, Takara. If you don't hold your friends accountable, you are absolutely a part of the problem. So I feel like if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm not holding them accountable, or I'm a part of the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anytime there is there's a discord or something like that going on in a relationship, and it lasts for longer than 2 days, I believe that both parties are responsible.
Why? So let's say okay, so for instance, right? I don't know if I want to say this. Hold on. I don't know if I want to say. Okay, so my best friend, she was dating this guy. She was dating for like a good 6 months or whatever. And they had got into it real bad. They had broke up, whatever. They they stopped talking. Like 3 months later, they reconnected or whatever. They got to talking this, that, and the third. And she asked him, she was just like, okay, so what's up? Like, where are we going with this? And he won't answer the question. Like, he'll just like dodge it or try to start another conversation. And she keeps reiterating, like, what's going on? What's going on? And he keep dodging the question. So to like my question to your question is, you said like if it lasts more than 2 days, then they're both the problem. How is she the problem in that scenario?
How long has it been lasting?
It's been going on for like 2 weeks.
I think she's the problem. I also, because of the fact that I think that there needs to be maybe a better question needs to be asked.
What other
maybe
questions?
there because I think a lot of times we don't think about or we don't pay attention to how we talk to people, right? So instead of asking what's the problem or how was the approach, what is the approach that she's given when she's asking that question?
The approach is just like, okay, so where do we go from here?
So okay, so if after 2 weeks you're still asking the same question, right? So just imagine, and some people may not like my analogy, but I don't give a fuck. So just think about if you are if you're dealing with a kid, right? And you're teaching a kid something. You're teaching a kid something and you have to keep going. So like when I had to potty train one of my kids, I had to keep going. I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, putting them on a pot every 2 hours. Put them on a pot every 2 hours. Put them on a pot, right? We going through that. Nothing is changing. So now I have to change what I'm doing to try to get a better response. So instead of me putting them on a pot every 2 hours, I'm putting the pot in the living room and hey, have at it, little buddy. You know what I'm saying? So I have to change. Sometimes you have to change what, and I'm not as in her, her fault. I'm not trying to like put like any blame on her, but I'm just saying like at some point, both parties have to look at what you're saying, your tone, because at this point, whatever happened,
no grown-ass man needs to be told the same thing. I feel that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he has to be told something over and over. But if she's saying to him, where are we at for 2 weeks now after said situation happened, and he's not saying anything, number one, that's letting her know where we at. Nowhere. Right? So in essence, yes, that's your fault because you keeping it going.
Okay.
You keeping it going. As opposed to, or either changing the way that you word the question or changing your tone, whatever it is. Because again, if the situation was reversed, something happened, I'm just assuming we talked about it, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm steady asking you, okay, so what's up, girl? Is we good? Is we good, girl? Is you gonna be like, bitch, damn.
Answer my motherfucking question. The fuck?
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not saying that you have to tell somebody something over and over and over and over. But what I'm saying is that if you see that there's no response,
and that's what I told her too. That's what I was telling her too. Like he keeps doing that because he wants
correct.
You to give in to what the precedent that he's trying to set. And I told her like, no, she needs to keep her foot down. She needs to say either we're gonna have this conversation or we're not conversing at all.
Right. So now at this point, if you're saying, like Takara said, you have boundaries.
Okay, period.
Takara, you need to be here.
Be here next time, girl.
Right. But if there is those boundaries, like she's saying, and she's saying to you, okay, if we don't talk about this and figure out what we're doing within the next, then we're not doing anything. Then now at this point, then you need to do what you're saying.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he just totally think, and I've been through it. I've been there. You know that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking of what I've learned and the mistakes that I've made and sometimes continue to make. So I'm not, I'm not
I
speaking as
understand what you're
though
saying.
I know everything or I'm just perfect with men, because I'm not. Because I be I be tripping too.
Uh-huh.
I
Well, I was just saying that to say, like, just putting it in
Mhm.
like full
Yeah.
circle moment. That
Mhm.
this is a situation where I feel like gender roles has switched,
Mhm.
because why is she as a woman leading this relationship?
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like
Mhm.
he is like taking more of the feminine approach, and she
Mhm.
is trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's
Mhm.
where that's the whole,
Mhm.
that is my whole issue.
Tone to hear y'all.
We were just saying, like, what we were just talking about, what we feel like is missing in
Yeah. So what do you feel like
relationships.
it's missing in a lot of relationships
I
today?
said the
Respect.
relationship is missing in the relationships today, and gender roles.
Relationships are very transactional now.
Absolutely. So I don't know. Can they hear you? Oh, okay. Tone said, which I absolutely understand
I
and,
ain't
and
gonna
agree.
disrespect the men and say they want to be girlfriends. I just feel like a
Yeah.
lot of the men today are leaning more into a
Mhm.
feminine role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like they're taking more of a softer approach, when I don't feel like
They're not taking the lead.
yeah, they're not leading. And like, for me, that was raised in a household where my dad led my mother. That's something that I'm used to seeing on a day-to-day basis. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it could be because society, parenting style, is what really caused the shift?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at it, there's a lot of women who are independent,
Mhm.
sometimes too independent. And then you have a lot of men in this generation who were raised in single women households that they don't know how to do nothing but listen to a woman.
So
When you take an independent woman and you put her with a man who is kind of proverbially raised to cater to women,
Mhm.
you're gonna have this unexplained shift naturally. You're
And
gonna have a woman who's gonna lead, and you're gonna have a man
I don't know.
want to make sure that his woman is good, so he's gonna be a little bit more softer. Because you got to remember, there are a lot of men who were raised. I'm not putting the blame
Yeah, I
on
understand.
the women,
Mm-hmm.
but with the minimum access to male role models,
right.
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a lot of single mothers who raise their son as their proverbial platonic boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have a lot of softer men unintentionally. You're gonna have a lot of mama's boys, and they're going to be ones who are going to placate to a more stronger, independent woman as the woman that they want, because this is what they grew up as.
But that's only one scenario. That's only one scenario.
But it's actually larger in the black community.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So since we can only really speak from a black community standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, that's a large number of how most men were raised. And because of that, you're going to get two different types of men. You're going to get the soft era men, or you're going to get the women bashers.
And I can appreciate a man coming from the standpoint that you're talking about, if he's not trying to manipulate, misuse, or do all that extra toxic shit in the process. I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
So
Takara says define too independent.
Right. And that's something that I wanted to stop you at, because when we talk about a woman being too independent, just hold on one second. Right. I know that.
I'm just reading Takara comment.
So when we talk about a woman being too independent, I've been called aggressive, which I absolutely take offense to.
I do as well.
Absolutely.
I don't care.
Okay, friend.
I don't care.
But no, and I feel like, go ahead. And I feel like, so as a woman who could be called independent, I'm not too independent, because listen, let me tell you something. I want you, come get my car, put some gas in it. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter, her boyfriend does that. She don't put gas in her car, and I love that for her. You know what I'm saying? I love that for her. And so anyway, so when we talk about women that are being that are independent, you have to realize that there's a lot of disappointment out here, right?
Damn,
So
slow down.
right. So there's a lot of there's a lot of disappointment out here. A lot of us have been we have been disappointed by a range variety of the men in our lives,
Mhm.
right? So the more so for me, and again, I'm not the too independent. I'm
Yeah.
not. Come and get me.
And
Come
that's
and
why
save
I
me.
that's why I
But
like
hold on.
our dynamic, because
Yeah.
you are like, you say like I'm not too independent, but me, I'm like
Yeah. So but for me,
You know?
unfortunately, every single time I get disappointed, it builds up my independency. Because for me, I don't want I already don't ask for shit. Right?
Okay, who is this? Is this a man? We got
Yeah,
a
that's
man in the
Dino.
chat.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what
So
he gotta say.
we gonna get to that. So you we okay. So as the more independent I get, it's based off of, as a woman, right? Because I'm gonna be independent because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And I'm single.
Right.
I'm an adult. So I
Right.
have to be independent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes down to men, and I know that this is one of my issues, is that I don't trust them. I don't trust them because I've been disappointed. I've been let down. So it's hard for me to build that trust, you know what I'm saying, up,
Mhm.
and take that independency down. The you know what I'm saying? And my independence is because, again, I'm not open my doors, do all of the things. Do all of the things. However, for me, my way of thinking, I think I have a very different way of thinking.
Mhm.
And some men don't, they can't take that, or they don't like it.
And that's why I like having conversations with you, because it's like me and you are night and day. He said this. He said you can't be independent and in a relationship. So you want your woman clingy
No.
It's
on
that-
you
What
24/7?
he's trying to say is you can't be independent where you call all the shots and you look at things from your perspective of what
Mhm.
you need to take care of and consider being a we in a
Mhm.
relationship. A lot of people who are independent think I,
Mhm.
me. They
Mhm.
don't think we.
Mhm.
If you're in a relationship, regardless of if it's a early dating relationship or a long-term marriage, your mindset has to shift to we.
So let me ask you a question. Right? So in me talking about this, and based on what you just said and what I just said, right?
He clocking your tea, girl.
So when he not clocking my tea because men sit here and do that all day long. Y'all make women pay for the past. That's
I feel like two things can
wait,
be
wait,
true.
no. Let me finish. No. I'm a slice it. I'm a
I feel
slice
like
it
two things
because
can be true at one
right,
time.
they absolutely can, because this is my thing. This is what I'm seeing, and this is a hill that I'm going to stand on.
What's his name?
So,
He that came in
Dino.
and shook some shit up.
So the thing is that I'm seeing is that you have a lot of these men who have catered to the wrong women in their 20s, in their 30s, and now, and I'm talking about the men that are my age. And now some of y'all get on social media because y'all have led with y'all money, and a bitch took y'all for what y'all led with. Now y'all butt hurt, and y'all get on social media and y'all talk shit about women all day long. And then y'all say, oh, I'm not settling for this. And hey, women do the same thing.
I was just gonna say
Women
that's the same
have done
thing
the
as
same
women
thing.
shaking ass on
Absolutely.
social media.
Absolutely. So and this is the whole thing with me, is that everybody is saying the same thing. Right?
The lights is on, but no one
Absolutely.
is home.
Absolutely. Everybody is saying the same thing.
The problem is everybody's saying the same thing, but nobody's saying what a resolution should be.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody's saying people need standards, but nobody's defining
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basing stuff off of a time frame that our grandma
Mhm.
and grandpas had, but
And
we don't know what really went on behind the scenes because
Right.
we were only at grandma's house when we
Mhm.
were kids.
Right.
And realistically,
Grandpa was a Rolling Stone.
Right. My grandfather had, I think, 5 to 7 other kids that literally came to the house. Like them is my aunties and aunts. Like I know them. You know what I'm
When we
saying?
started on my
So-
family tree.
It's not even about that. It's more so everybody needs to start making real.
Absolutely,
wants
Dino.
that.
Everybody wants to be hurt instead before being hurt. So the mindset today is I'm gonna hurt you before you hurt me. I'm gonna
Mhm.
get to you before you get me.
Yeah.
And-
I
and
can honestly
that's-
say I ain't gonna say that's where a lot of my dating experience come from. My dating experience is like, oh, I feel like some shit going on. I'm just gonna leave. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, you ain't finna play with
That's
me.
the problem with a lot of
Mhm.
relationships.
Yeah,
People don't
absolutely.
sit down.
And have
Mhm.
They don't
conversations.
have the uncomfortable. 'Cause not just conversations.
They don't have the uncomfortable ones.
Conversation
Mhm.
to come to a resolution. We don't
Mhm.
set our expectations in advance of what we're looking for. We
Right.
are not. A lot of people are not dating with intention.
Mhm.
No, your intention does not have to be marriage, but your intention should be a long-term goal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of us just want to catch the vibe or feel
Yeah.
like
Yes,
Go
or
get
or
it-
go
Somebody to come
go
home
with
to
the
when they
mood.
drinking
Yeah, go
and
with the
shit.
mood.
And the problem what happens with that is now you're creating a transactional situation.
Yes.
Because this individual
Yes.
who has the intention of wanting to get married, you are misleading them
Yes.
because you
Mhm.
don't plan on being around
Yes.
long enough, or when you start catching feelings, you pull back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your fear
Mhm.
because the last person you dated
Yep.
when you were 16 years old
Yep.
left you for the football player.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Ding
not
ding
cool.
ding 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 ding.
So,
And so this is my question to us, right? Because this is another thing that I was thinking about. And I was saying how, everybody's saying, "Oh, I'm healing, I'm healing, I'm healing." And right, but I'm healing and I'm setting my boundaries and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But what if you're actually pushing apart the person that was actually meant for you? Because you feel like that person does not have XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna leave them alone. And this even for me too. Cause I mean I probably was supposed to be with an ugly nigga. Not
I feel like a lot of us have like I feel like a majority of us have an avoidant attachment style
Mhm.
just based on like because we just keep adding on trauma and adding
Yep.
on trauma and adding on
Yep.
trauma. And I
Yep.
feel like that healing stage is not really healing. You're just avoiding
Mhm.
being or getting close to somebody because you don't want to go through that pain
Mhm.
again. So
Mhm.
because some people in that healing stage, they realistically know that they're selfish in that moment.
mhm.
So
Mhm.
instead of, even though they know this person is a great person for them, this is probably who God sent to them,
Mhm.
they're still selfish right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And because they're still selfish, they don't want to jump into this relationship and all their hurt and their instant negative thoughts they project on that person, they damage somebody else in the process.
Where you meet them at?
I know a lot of them like that.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
Right.
a lot of them.
I ain't never met one like that.
So we got a couple comments.
It's never me.
Let me see. Dino, he said marriage is not everyone's goal. Communication and understanding about what y'all doing is the important part.
Exactly.
And see, this is the thing for me. And yes, marriage may not be everyone's goal. And like you said, everybody there has to be some type of communication to say and with both parties. So
and are we
this is
being
the thing,
honest
right?
with our communication? Because
Exactly.
we can go into it, we can sit down and have a one-on-one conversation, and he like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to get married. I'm looking to do this. I'm being intentional. And then 2 weeks down the line, he texting you once a week type shit. And you like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can sit here and we can talk about, oh, we need to have these conversations, but people are lying.
Yeah.
Like people are flat out lying
Yeah.
to get what they want.
Yep.
And
But that's why you have to set boundaries in stages and levels.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you just met this person, you should know right away y'all shouldn't be wanting to jump the broom tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You should still want to get to know each other.
Yep.
You should want to know
Yep.
what's your blood type. What are you
Yep.
allergic to? Can you be out in the sun for more than 4 hours? Like, you gotta learn.
I feel like that was shade.
That's a little shade. You shaded my girl.
Let me say,
You
That's
caught
it.
that?
Now you know I can't be in the sun.
but here's the thing: we wouldn't know that if we didn't have that conversation,
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm not saying that to shade you. I'm saying that these are things that people need to learn about because I'm not going to book us a trip to Maui and you got to be inside the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you got to know these things, and these are things
Mhm.
I'm not asking. Yes, it's cool to go hang out in all these little public spots and whatnot,
Mhm.
and it's cool to touch each other on the inside. But once that's done, then what?
Right.
When you're outside the honeymoon phase of dating,
Mhm.
the lovey-dovey, the lust stage,
Mhm.
can I still have a conversation with you?
Right.
Can we still talk about some real shit? Can I start a business with you?
That part.
How are you with money?
How do you spend money?
What is you create? What's your credit
Absolutely.
like?
These are the questions that we don't have because we always trying to catch a vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I need to know
Mhm.
what's your spending habit. If I put $1,000 in front of you right now, how quickly will you make it disappear?
I'm probably gonna double, triple that shit.
And that right there might be major for some people.
Mhm.
Now you're an investment.
Mhm.
Now I know that if I decide to go out here and do this, hit this lick, you gonna be able to make it flip.
Mhm.
That to me, that's a long-term relationship. But if I put $1,000 in your pocket, the first thing you down here is buying a new Coach bag.
Right. Right.
You may
A
be
liability.
now.
Yep.
Right.
If I'm not in that phase of just having fun.
D.
What'd he say?
He said, "What's Miss Maroon? That's Tanisha."
Bro, that's
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about what we think is missing in most relationships today. Now let's talk about the boiling point.
Well, you never answered
So,
yours.
what?
You feel like is missing?
No, what I feel is missing.
Yeah.
I feel that genuine intentions are what's missing.
That's a good one.
I feel like with like what you said, Tone, that relationships are so transactional. I don't want to be with someone who I think that every time, or I feel like every time you do something for me, you're gonna want sex. I don't want you to feel like you can only do stuff for me and that's only gonna make me give you sex. I don't like one-sided relationships.
Why is this generation so hypersexual? Like,
because the world took everything away from that was fun, so they couldn't do nothing but fuck.
Because we like fucking.
Wow, what's to it?
The ugly side of it. A lot of people were molested when they were young.
Absolutely. And I know that, and you know that's a little deep, but I know that for me and my little bit of hypersexuality, it has, I wasn't, but it does play a part in that. But yep, he just said we hypersexual because we was molested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. And that's actually, yeah. And I think I want to have a topic on that too. What groomed? Yeah, I think I want to have a topic on that as well. Because I think that's another thing it's a lot. So the boiling point. So when it gets too hot in the kitchen, how do you handle that when you have a situation and it's arguing? How do you handle that?
Girl, don't ask me. No, I'm working on that though. I've been so good. I've been working on conflict resolution. I can't say I've been willing to have conversations. My approach is still aggressive. Cause like we can go back and forth and then I'm gonna simmer down, but like, okay, so back to it. So yeah, we ain't finna just let this shit slide. And I'll say it just like that. And I've been told like you're too aggressive, you're being too pushy. And that was just like, don't fucking call me aggressive. Like, you know what? Bye.
So let me ask you a question. Do you and your mate have conversations about your trigger words?
What's that?
You just said that.
What makes you?
What
makes
you go over the edge? Because sometimes it could be the verbiage. Like we can
That's
have the
and that's what I was
conversation,
saying earlier.
and I could be like, hey, we just having a conversation. Can you bring it down? And you might be like, oh, okay, I'm cool, I'm calm.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone says, hey, chill out, you being aggressive, that's a trigger word for you.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
The fact that the word aggressive
Sure
being
is.
said to you triggers you.
Sure is. Cause now you about
Like,
to
don't
see.
do that.
Now
But
you
I
about to
ain't
see
mad,
the
you ain't
aggression.
mad,
Right.
It could be the word. So prior to before you have conversations, do y'all have non-conflict conversation about learning each other?
He said you toxic.
She is
Very much
100%
toxic.
purposely squeezing the trigger when she is. No, I'm not. It's just like I've been told that I've been aggressive so many times, and it's not that I'm aggressive. Y'all piss me off. Like don't call me aggressive. Like when I'm just trying to tell you how I feel.
You're passionate, you're
Yeah.
emotional, you're very intentional. You are a person that when you want an answer, we gotta have this answer now.
So what's the difference between healthy tension and toxicity? Well, wait, hold on. I didn't even say what I would do. Tom, you talking about you
will
weren't
cry.
talking.
You will cry.
I
Well,
do
I'm
cry.
coaching right now.
I do
So,
cry. I am absolutely a crier. I am absolutely like I do want to talk about it.
You can be a pushover sometimes.
And I know that. I absolutely can because there's times when I feel like what is getting too hot because I know me and I know my mouth. So I know that if it gets too far, I'm going to go too far. And I don't want to call you a bitch ass nigga.
No,
Because I don't like talking to men like
I
that.
don't like dealing with
So-
people. I don't deal with people I don't respect. So
Well, it's not
if I'm in that space with you
Mhm.
where we're, you know what I'm saying, because and we arguing, that's not gonna be the like me to call you a bitch or me to call you a shit. And that's not gonna come to mind. That's
Mhm.
never gonna come because I respect you enough to
Yeah,
not disrespect
but
you.
there are lots of women who do. There are lots of women who they do. They call their man
Same,
bitches.
Jasmine. I shut down.
They call their man bitches. They, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I think that a lot of my reaction is based upon what I grew up to see. Right. So I didn't grow up in a household, my grandmother and grandfathers on both sides. I didn't grow up, my aunts and uncles with their husbands and wives. I didn't see that. Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a lot of arguing. I don't know what they did, in their private time. But I know for me, and I watched how my mother moved, I watched how my grandmother moved. And these women, they moved gracefully. There were things that they did that their husbands knew that they fucked up. Right.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's not something that you just come into though.
And part of that is people have to sit down and honestly have accountability conversations, both men and women. Like you got to stop deflecting. If you're doing something and he expresses that he doesn't like doing that, you got to take accountability that you do that. Not say, well, you do this and you do this. No, it's okay. What about it don't you like? And if you do that as a woman, when you come to him with the same thing, he's going to reciprocate that same energy back in regards to it. A lot of times people don't have conversations to get a resolution. They have a conversation to win.
Right.
There you go, Dino. She only a pushover. She likes he be pushing, be ass strict.
See, and that's a manipulation tactic. Don't fuck me good because and then think you can play with me.
Oh, that and see that is the thing with like for me, like I'm all for kissing and making up. I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, let's make up, because for one, I don't like to go to sleep mad at somebody, at the person that I love.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, you can't always solve the problem in one
and it's not saying that the problem is solved within one sitting. It's definitely not going to be solved. But what I'm saying is that I don't, because I have and then y'all know my situation. I have had a man who died, right? And our when we would get into it or he would get upset with me, I would not hear from him for a couple days.
But again, you putting
So-
you can't put that on a new relationship.
No, I'm not
though.
putting that on a new relationship. So what I'm saying for me is, and maybe in a sense I am, in the sense that I don't want to do that
Yeah, that's-
anymore.
that's what
you know
you-
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, but I don't feel that that's a bad thing.
Nah,
I feel like
it's-
that's a good thing.
But it's
Where conversations become very important, because for some people to not lash out at their person or to go in defense mode
Mhm,
or to even say something to win the argument,
mhm,
they do have to walk away from it for a while.
mhm,
Like,
Mhm.
I know for me,
Mhm.
whenever I used to get into debates with my lady friend, I would have to walk away from the conversation
Mhm.
because we'll both get heated because we're saying the same thing, but we're saying it differently.
Mhm.
That the fact that we don't feel like each person is being hurt.
Right.
So I would need to walk away. From
And
it.
that's fine. But
Reflect.
I don't want to be. I don't want to go to sleep with angst. I don't want to go to
you
sleep
gotta
with
heal that
being
anxious.
upset.
You gotta heal that anxious
You
attachment.
gotta let that thing go because I couldn't talk to her for at least a day. She hated that with a passion.
But was that communicated?
we eventually communicated that?
No.
So did
That
you
don't
just
work.
Disappear?
That don't work.
We would still have other conversations, but we wouldn't resolve that issue. And if
Oh
we
no,
did-
Tom.
No.
But hear me out. I'm
Nah,
taking
man.
accountability here. But I had to tell her the only reason why I would need to leave that conversation alone because I had to unpack it. Because I'm not seeing it from your point of view. I'm seeing it from my point of view. And in my mind, the way I'm seeing it, it makes sense. So for it to bother you, I got to see it from your point of view. And if you're still lashing out at me, I'm not able to see it from your point of view because now you're making me be in defense mode instead. So I got to stop this conversation before I Sagittarius on you.
But can you see how that can be kind of like dismissive towards
Yeah.
her?
It could be. And this is where after the very couple of times we did that, we had a non-confrontational conversation about how we handle things. And she expressed, I don't like it when you disappear like that on me. One, it makes me wonder. Because even though in that moment
Yep.
you're unpacking,
Yeah.
I don't know you're unpacking.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is you done went over to somebody else
Yep.
and you're
Yep.
decompressing with them, whatever that might look like. I'm like, no, it's not that. I have to sit back and take accountability for it.
Mm-hmm.
So can we, when we get to these moments, can we say, hey, we're not going nowhere. Let's put a pause on this. That way, that individual don't think you decide to go do something else.
For me, I have a hard time with that
Same.
because I feel like, again, that just feels like you're now wanting to brush what I feel
Under the
underneath the rug,
rug.
and it's very dismissive.
Especially if you want to continue to have like regular
Yeah,
conversations.
especially
I-
like if somebody is yelling at you, then yes, like gonna take you maybe an hour or two.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's taking the emotion out of the conversation so we can get back to what the real problem is. Because
Mhm.
after a while, we're not even talking about the problem anymore. We're
Mhm.
now escalating
And
our
going back
emotions,
and yeah.
and we're going back and forth, but it's turning into finger pointing. And it can get to a point where somebody's going to say something
Mhm.
that can't be taken back. And now the dynamics of what was probably a great relationship has now turned into broken trust.
Mhm.
And now it's like, do I even still want to be with this person? Do I even still want to work with this situation? Do I still want to make this happen? Because if this is how you can get at your worst, do I ever
Mhm.
want to see your worst? But in
Mhm.
actuality, if we take a break, we stop, we take the emotions out of it, go get food, go watch your show, go take a nap, whatever, and then we come back with cooler heads, I guarantee you we can fix the issue because now we can hear, okay, before it got heated, you said this.
Mhm.
Explain to me why this bothered you.
But why do we have to go on date night and do all
Yeah.
that before
I
we
didn't say
have this
date
kind?
night.
You said go get some food or have a movie.
No,
Like
you gotta go get food with you. You can go get
you said, watch your favorite show or
Excuse
something
me.
like that.
go.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I have.
You said you're not gonna. So who's getting food?
I'll order food and you go sit in the front room and I go sit in the bedroom for a while.
Yeah, that is
No.
triggering for me because now I feel like I'm not being heard.
You're
I feel
being
like
heard,
I'm
but
being
we're bringing your
dismissed.
emotions down.
And I understand that, but like we don't have to have filler conversations. I don't need breadcrumb conversations. I
Yeah,
need this
I need a
conversation to I
solution.
need this to be resolved.
But if we've gotten to the point where the emotions have escalated,
Then we're gonna take a break. We're gonna
And
let's
that's what I'm
take the
saying.
night.
Don't-
Let's take the night. But we,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you about nothing
you ain't
else.
gotta talk to me about nothing else if you don't want to, other than what time you gotta be at work.
No,
But
no.
sometimes you gotta let people, because people get
If we have shared resources, like
I thi-
okay, I understand that. But like if you just like, oh, good morning, how'd you sleep? No, nigga. No.
Yeah, I didn't
Let's
sleep.
chit-chat.
I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep well at all. Let's start this back up.
Absolutely. But don't like be like, good morning. Oh, I had a rough day.
Yeah, I had a
I
rough.
don't want to hear that.
Shit, I was stressed out too.
I'm upset still. Not even upset, but like I'm feeling unheard. Like you're dismissing me. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. You're dismissing the whole thing.
Do you tell your person that you feel dismissed when this happens?
Absolutely.
They walk out.
I don't use those words, but I feel like when,
Yeah.
especially when he tries to start up a brand new conversation, it's like, no, let's let's
Yeah,
get back
because
on
what
track.
it because as for women, like I get your point. I get your point. But for women, what that does for us is say your feelings are not valid.
Yep.
I'm trying to I'm really trying to get you to shut up.
Yep.
And I don't want to hear anything you saying.
Yep.
Now, if he said to me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just we getting a little, too, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take a minute. That's fine.
I can
You
respect
go in
that.
there, I'ma go in here. Right? Don't you leave this house. Don't you ask me what you want to eat, because I don't want to eat
I'm not like that
nothing.
because I will go. I'm the
until-
type of person that I will leave. I'll go get a drink and a hookah, and I will sit and I'll just sit because I've done that before. I done had it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I done sat and I'm gonna drink my drink, smoke my
Mhm.
hookah. I'm gonna sit and I reflect like, damn, maybe I did take this wrong.
Right.
Maybe my approach was aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
And that is what you need to break.
But
down.
I'm not
I'ma tear that
talking.
shit
I'm
down
not
in the
saying
room.
like, well, what you doing? Like, I'm not conversing like that in
And
the
I respect
meantime.
that. Not everybody does that. Some people, they do need to shift the conversation a minute to pull the emotions out of it.
Mhm.
Other people like you go in the bedroom, I go in the front room, and
Yeah, and
then
that's
you might, I'm gonna go to black for an hour. We'll finish this when I get
right.
back.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely fine. And that's what, like, for
Let's
me,
convey that to whoever you're with.
exactly,
Mhm.
That's what I
exactly.
think that-
And that's
right.
right.
Your partner's communication.
Right. And that was something that
I'm dead serious.
that was something that, like, in my past relationship, that I did not have. I did not have that communication until I think we were probably in year 3.
See, I never
And then
had.
I got that communication to where, well, sometimes I just need to, you know what I'm saying, chill
Mhm.
out. But for me, it's like, okay, well, you chilling out for a couple of days, that's not good. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're missing an action.
Yeah, in
You
my
know what I'm
past
saying?
relationship, I was completely dismissed. Like it was like, oh, we'll get into it, and then the next day he'd be
Mhm.
like, oh, I got you these Uggs, like, and then that's
That.
it.
And
You
then
know what I'm
that's
saying?
that type of stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a
And
car one day.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, no, like
Yeah.
at the time it was like, okay, that's cool. I got some
Mhm.
new Uggs, but in this past, like this most recent past relationship, it was just like, no, we're not doing that. Like,
Yeah.
we need to
Yeah.
have a conversation,
Yep.
or we not conversating
Yep.
at all.
Or like you said, like they think that, you know what I'm saying, like, and I think that a lot of that comes with that transactional shit, because a lot of times you think that, oh, if you take me out to eat, or if you buy me
Yeah.
something, then that, or if you dick me down,
Mhm.
then that's gonna make me feel better about the situation, or whatever the case may be. And that helps for 1 second.
Yeah,
One
the
second
conversation, because
of
I'm
in-
gonna roll over like, damn, that was good. So yeah, I
Right.
still feel some type of way.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because once we done, I'm still sitting there
Like, that was
side-eyeing
a good, you
like,
did that one, boo. But
Yeah.
back to what we was
right,
saying earlier.
right, because you still got me fucked up. You still got me fucked
Appreciate the
up.
dick now.
Right. So okay, so what is one time when love taught you patience or humility? So name a time in a situation where love taught you patience and humility. Humility.
My ex, we weren't together. We were on and off, but at this time we wasn't together. His mom passed,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just one of the times where it was just like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his mom. Like, can't nobody replace a mom or something,
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it was just like, just dropping everything to be with him. Like, damn, like, that's a heavy burden for somebody to bear. So it was just like, you just gotta, even my sister, like, when her ex, his mom died, and it was just like, damn, like,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that shows you, like, shit, that's bring out some strength and some patience you ain't know you had yourself. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It just, girl.
Yeah. I know for me, there was a time when he really started sharing with me, and I'm not gonna go into detail about that because that ain't y'all fucking business. Not you, but you know. Um, but when he started sharing with me some of the things that he was battling, and when he finally ended up telling me what they were and his reasoning behind not telling me sooner. And this is something that he said to me, and he said, I didn't want to tell you sooner because I knew the type of woman that you were, that you would not have stayed with me. And you're a good woman, and I wanted you to stay with me. So I wanted to wait until you actually loved me.
That's manipulation.
Like a motherfucker.
I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. I just wanted to be like, hey.
Shut up,
We
Dino.
here, right? We here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. like, you know, like when I heard it, I was just like, wow.
But you know what, Bianca?
You know,
a lot of people, I ain't gonna say men do that, but a lot of people do that. Like, when they come across a good person, they will purposely, like, they would know something is wrong with them, and they will wait until you fall in love and be like, oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, and we can say all day, oh, you know, pay attention and vet them properly and da 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 da. But really, honestly, if somebody doesn't want you to know something about them, you will not know. Right? But which, to the same point of that, is that some of those things I knew, but I didn't know.
Or you
right.
didn't want to see.
Yeah. And I kind of figured, because you would, you know, I would see certain things and I would be like, nah, yeah, that's wrong. Oh, that's weird. But yeah, and so it was just like, I was just like, oh, okay. But then yeah, but it came, you know, to that where it was just like, okay, there's a manipulation. And then it's like, okay, well, now I really do love the man. Like, I really do love the man. And now I feel like I can't let that man go. Or, you know, now, you know, here's me, the good old, you know, I want to fix a motherfucker. I can help you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that was one of my, and I know that I have a lot of, you know, I love him dearly. I still love him, still in love with him. Like, that's still my man. I don't give a fuck. But like, there were a lot of things that happened, that I know for a fact now in this moment are some of the reasons why I now move the way that I move.
Girl, you got some healing to do. That's what that means. You got some healing to do.
Yeah, probably so. So, what's one lesson that love had to teach you the hard way?
What's one lesson love had to teach me the hard way? That I mattered. That I mattered and that I was loved. Yeah, basically that I'm somebody. like I matter.
Yeah.
My feelings matter.
Yeah.
They are valid.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I think I can I can tag on with that too. Because I can honestly say that in a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I'm gonna say that within the last, even that relationship, but the last couple of situations, like I felt like, or I've been made to feel like I didn't matter,
Mm-hmm.
or that another one for me is that my emotions are valid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So regardless to whether you feel how I feel, my emotions are still valid.
Yeah.
I'm still okay with feeling the way that I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay for me to talk about how I feel.
Yeah.
Like I told somebody, you don't want the emotionalist me.
Yeah.
That's not who you want. That's not even who you like. You don't even like the me that doesn't have emotions, that doesn't come with emotions. Like I'm love, I'm glitter, I'm pink, and
Yeah,
you know,
sure are,
I all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the me that's not that, because the me that's not that is a motherfucker. And I keep telling people that as good as I am, and I'm not even good, but as good as I am, I'm just as bad.
Yeah.
So don't, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just treat me right, and you won't get that part of me.
Mhm.
You know? Cause
not not the side thing.
man. But no, for real. Love taught me that if self-care is the only emotion. Wait, hold on. Love taught me that if self-care is the only emotion, safety.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Maybe I'm not reading it right. Love taught me that if self-care is the only emotion, safety. Okay,
You gonna have to
yeah,
expand
you're
on
gonna have to
that.
expound on that. But he also said, we ain't fixing shit but our crowns and spending habits next year. I know, cause
I know
God
that's right.
damn, I'm trying to, and I know this is like the no spend November, and I just bought this goddamn food. But it's okay though. It was for a reason.
But it's okay though.
It was for a reason. But yes, absolutely, to the spending habits. I got to get better than that. High emotional safety the induces. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's and one thing that I'm learning and that I'm seeing is that a lot of men do not feel that they are emotional safe with women. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I like, sincerely, I cringe every time I see that. Um because I think it's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that um as women, and I've said this before, I think that as women we have been taught to that we should be catered to, which I absolutely believe that. If you are, doing, I guess you can say, what you're supposed to do as a woman with your man. I felt that we were taught that only our emotions matter, only our how we feel matter,
I
and the
wasn't taught
man is
that.
just supposed, not everybody.
Oh, you just talking about women in
Yeah,
general.
but I feel like women in general were taught that, and I feel like um if you did not see that growing up, vice versa, you're not going to know how to display that to your
Mhm.
man. And I think that, again, because this is the majority of men that say this, I think this is something that I'm right about. And again, this is something else that I will die on the hill about. Um, us women, we were taught to be princesses, and everything revolves around us, and we can hit a boy and he can't hit us back, and because that's domestic violence, and da 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 da, and you know what I'm saying, all of this stuff.
Mhm.
But a man is taught that he basically has to suck it up, and not even from us women.
Just
They're taught that from their peers.
like, you better not cry.
You better not cry. I'm gonna hit you if you cry. I'm gonna da da da. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is, that's why I think that that's one of my special powers.
It's kind of hard for me because growing up, like, my mom was the love and my dad was the provider.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even with my stepdad, right? My stepdad came into my life when I was like 16. I'm 31 now. I only seen my stepdad cry once, and that's when my brother passed.
Mm-hmm.
But I can not call him and tell him I need something, and he not gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know he loved me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Mhm.
something that's understood, don't gotta be explained. So I guess,
But with
I
that
don't-
being said, like when a man, and again, this is a whole nother topic, but when a man starts to say what bothers them, right? When they start to say what bothers them, when they start to talk about their emotions, and how they are actually feeling, a lot of times us women, oh, that's a turnoff. Oh, he's sassy. Oh, he this, he that. Instead of actually just listening to him, and because if that's my man, I'm going to allow that man to talk.
yeah, if
Right?
that's my man,
And I'm gonna allow him to talk. And I'm just as though I want to feel emotionally safe, I want him to feel that same way. I want him to feel, and again, being with somebody who had so much that they were fighting against, not only, the addiction, but also, he was a single father. He worked a job that was on bullshit damn near every day. Like, so some of the things that these men have to go through, like, on us, and yes, women, we go through a lot and shit like that, but really innately we're built for that, right? We're built to be motherly, we're built to be nurturing, we're kind of built to take some of that stuff. But with a man is not built for that. He's not built to innately honor his emotions, listen to his emotions, especially express his emotions. So when he feels that he has somebody that he can do that with, and then you get where some women, they tell you what the man tells you and he opens up to you, and then you use that against him. And I think that's one of the things that is also missing. A lot of times, y'all gonna hate me, I don't give a fuck. But a lot of times, and this is what I see a lot, is that us women, we ask for things that we're not willing to give to our mate. We're not willing to, and we can just, as easy as the whole, I want him to eat, but I don't want to eat. Oh,
well,
you want to get a motherfucking thing for me? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, like, for me, that was one of the things that I really had to learn. And I really had to learn. And I try to take that to every situation that I have, moving forward. And even I apply that to my sons and how I deal with my sons, and stuff like that. So again, that's a whole nother topic.
I would absolutely date myself. I would absolutely date
Most
myself.
women wouldn't date themselves. They're wearing shit. I'll date myself, baby.
I'm cool as hell.
I'm a cool little bitch here. I'm a cool little bitch. I mean, no, in all honesty, I really do. I really would date myself.
I think I would date myself too.
I mean, I would just come in with the understanding that she may be a whole mess sometimes. But she's a cool bitch, and she got my back. She's loyal, all of that good shit. This is why I used to hate when you took up for all women, because they ain't you and don't deserve the same respect. So, and that's another thing that I honestly, I think that all women deserve respect because we're women. Now, whether you decide that you want to, I mean, so here's the thing with that. I feel like, yes, I feel like women deserve respect. Now, if you feel that you can't respect a woman or that particular woman, then I feel like you need to move around.
Why does it have to? Everybody deserves respect.
Right. But I'm saying to what his
Oh, okay.
what his,
What
you
did he
know,
say?
and thank you for the compliment. He said, man, right. Rule number 2, don't ask me for nothing. You can't provide. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's and I like to say that that is not even I'm not even talking about monetary.
Yeah.
Because really
It goes
honestly, and I'm gonna be
deeper than that.
completely honest with you. There may be, I have 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I can't I really can't. There are times where I may not be able to monetarily do the same thing and match, you know what I'm saying, dollar for dollar. But I'm talking about, as in respect. I'm talking about,
He said the same
oh
level
yeah.
of respect.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
that makes
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah. But I know that some people, when people say, don't ask for anything you can provide, they're talking about monetary.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to
more
clear that up.
mental, emotional.
Absolutely. That's what I need, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been paying my own bills for a long time. You know what I'm saying? By myself for a long time.
Exactly.
But yeah, so okay. So how do you keep your relationship flavorful when life gets bland?
Go ahead. Go ask. You gonna answer first?
I think that one way that you can keep it flavorful is spice things up. I think that y'all know I'm very big on not being boring. And because if I get bored easily.
Same.
And it's only a couple times that you just gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be like, okay, what the fuck? We did this the last 365 nights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need something else. I need, some type of, and I think, and really honestly, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 to y'all. I think a lot of people are not getting fucked as good as they pretend.
I know that's right.
So, yeah.
But go deeper than that. Like, take sex out of it.
Take sex out of it.
How
do you spice it up? I think that if you live together, I think changing up the bedroom, your space that you share together, I think, like I said, changing that up. I think changing up your routine sometimes. If y'all have the same schedule, 9 times out of 10 y'all do the same thing: go to work, come home, dinner, blah blah blah. Switch it up. I've seen some things where they some videos. It's this one couple who they do like these date nights at home, to where like they have like literally full on dates.
Yeah.
So like if you have kids at home, send the kids away if you can, or make their ass go in a room, or because like for them, they would put like in their basement, they have like a movie room, and so they would like deck out the whole movie room, have like a blow up mattress, like, and have like actual activities that they're doing, not just fucking Netflix and chilling.
Yeah.
And end up fucking going on dates. I think that dates are very important.
Yeah, never stop dating.
Yeah, never stop dating. I think the other thing too is and this is another thing that I know that I'm guilty of. I don't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
So there and this is one of the reasons why I think that dates are important, because you tend to only see your partner, or a lot of times you see your partner, sweats, t-shirt,
bonnet.
you know what I'm saying, bonnet, stuff like that. So I think that as much as possible, you know what I'm saying, when y'all in the crib, take the bonnet off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, big ass t-shirt
like
every night.
Absolutely,
sexy pajamas.
Like I remember, like, and even now, like whenever I see that person, and when I was in a relationship, I would try to make sure that I have on something that was cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something that that may be a little bit form fitting, something that
It's feminine.
and it's not always about sex. It's more so about, I want him to look at me and I want him to still want me.
Yeah.
So if I'm showing up every time in t-shirt and sweats and my hair tied back,
what is that like? Of
Yeah.
course, you're gonna get bored.
absolutely, that's not gonna make somebody, you know what I'm saying, gonna want to, even, do anything. So yeah, so what do you think?
Girl, that was good. I was gonna say never stop dating each other.
Mhm.
That's big for me. I get bored really, really fast. Like, I ain't gonna say like really, really fast, but I get bored very quickly. So I'm always thinking about like, okay, let's do this. I got an idea. Like, I'm quick to put something together and say, babe, let's do something. Like you said, making sure you always looking good, smelling good.
Smelling good is a must.
Creating an environment. Like, it's not even about like you said, it's not sex all the time. It's about the way you making them feel. Like the experience, the ambiance, always, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like a nightcap or a nice little movie night or something. We get a nice little candle burning, music playing. Keep it cute, keep it sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I just like having fun, taking trips, whether it be a road trip. My sister, she's always good for this. Like, even she can have her own apartment, her man can have his own house, and they'll still be like, okay, well, we finna get a hotel. Like, even if it's down around the corner, down the street, we finna get a hotel for the night, and we just finna go and bar hop. Like, do little shit like that. Like, it's so much stuff that you can do. Like, just be adventurous, spontaneous. Like, just
Yep. And that's like that was one thing, like me and Glenn used to do. We used to, shut up, I'm not even talking nasty. We used to just jump on the train and go to Chicago. And we would spend the day in Chicago.
Yeah.
And that was so much fun, because I remember one time we went to his favorite show was Chicago PD.
Oh, okay.
And so every year in Chicago they have like a convention that's put on by like the fire department, the police department, and they have like the actors of Chicago PD. I think it was the other one, fire, whatever, yeah. So they would have all of them there. And literally, like, we spent a bunch of money, stood in a line for probably an hour and a half to meet Atwater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But that was something that we literally talked about after that all the time. We laughed about that all the time, because we couldn't, like, when we left, we couldn't believe we had spent $500. Like, literally, it was $500.
That night, y'all probably was so tired, y'all didn't even have a chance to have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit. I mean, we know y'all did, but you know what I'm saying? It be shit like that where the experience doesn't always have to end in sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just spent the day doing shit, exploring with your person.
Right.
And that's just not even on the brain.
Yeah. Yep. Right. She ain't to turn me on.
I ain't gonna miss that flight.
So I think that in our relationships, like, we have to remember that when we're talking about love, like, love is not something that is just not gonna come. And I think that a lot of times, like, we rush it. It's a partner. It should definitely be a partnership. Like somebody pointed out earlier, it's not just me. When you decide that you're gonna be with someone, I think that every move you make, you should be the thought process. You should be thinking about your mate.
Yeah, it should always.
The decisions that you make should be thinking about your mate. And some people be like, "Oh, well, that's just your boyfriend. That's not your husband. You shouldn't be thinking about that." But then that begs another question, and we're gonna end soon. But that begs another question as to, so you mean to tell me that there's only certain things that I'm going to exhibit when I possibly marry this man? So how will he know that I'm the woman for him if I haven't exhibited just a little bit of that prior to?
That's because there's this notation that goes around that why buy the cow when you can
Get the milk for
Mhm.
free.
Right, I get it.
So if you are giving wife duties, they feel like the
Why
man
should
will
they
never
marry
put
you?
you in a wife role.
You
Mhm.
already
Wouldn't
doing
be
what
right.
needs to be
Mhm.
done.
It already needs to be done. But I feel like that's not necessarily true.
Mhm.
If you show me what the benefit of you is as a wife, it will make me value you above and beyond anybody
Mhm.
else. At the end of the day, a man knows who his wife is before
Mhm.
she knows she's his
Mhm.
wife. We already
Mhm.
make that decision. We know who's just to fuck on, who's to have fun with, and
Absolutely.
who we want to spend the rest of our life with. Whether she mentally is there or not, we already know this is who this person is going to be. So whether you do this or you don't do this, if we're gonna wife you, we're gonna wife you
Mhm.
regardless.
And because then there's a thing where you want a man to do certain things for you that's more so centered for a husband to do. So why would you expect, you know what I'm saying? It's the
Mhm.
same thing. And it is not saying that that I'm just going full throttle.
Yeah.
I'm not going full, you know what I'm saying? However, am I gonna feed you? Am I
Yeah.
gonna exhibit or let you know that you're gonna eat good?
Mhm.
Absolutely. Am I gonna show you that, that I'm loyal to you, that I'm, you know what I'm saying, XYZ? Absolutely.
Mhm.
I think that's where people make their mistake at is we label certain things that should just be
Yeah.
naturally a human
Mm-hmm.
thing to do
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
relationship goals or
Mm-hmm.
marriage goals. Like,
People
no,
got to stay off social
like,
media.
That part.
and that's really what it is.
That part.
Social media gets on and they project
Yep.
their negative feelings from their previous
Absolutely.
relationship, and people bite into that, and then they want that to be what their relationship standards are. That they're already mad. So there's a girl who just turned 18 years old, but because her timeline is filled with a bunch of 20-year-old women who's angry for falling in love with a frat boy,
Yeah.
that now she feels like every relationship should be that. So I'm going to
Mhm.
guard my heart,
Yep.
even though the
Yep.
guy who I've been dating for the last 2 years ain't did nothing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
ain't showed no signs of
Yep.
being a bad person. Hell, he worships the ground you walk on. But at the exact same time, his timeline, all the guys are calling him a simp
Yep.
or a softie for caring so much about her. You're only 19, 20 years old. You shouldn't even want to lock down.
Right.
And I'm like, love who you want to love the way you want to love.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, that nigga ain't gonna love you when she gone. That woman ain't gonna love you when he gone.
Yeah.
They just gonna sit there and be miserable with you and say, "Let's go to the club and be hoes."
Yep.
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 Men and women.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
be happy with who you with.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think a lot of us, again, I think we make a mistake of and I'm sorry, I think that men do this often. I think that y'all compartmentalize your relationships with women. And once you see them in that light, there's no changing that.
Mhm.
But to that effect, y'all still don't leave them alone.
Yeah. Like I'll be okay if you leave me alone.
Right. I literally, I asked this man, nobody that I'm was or am dealing with. This was a conversation that I was having with somebody, and we were talking about a situation with him and somebody. And I said to him, I said, well, answer me this. If this is not a person that you want to be with, right?
Why are you still fucking?
Why are
her?
you still dealing with them? If this is a person, now this is a person who constantly calls your phone, this is a person who is constantly doing things for you, like above and beyond, like stuff that you
God
don't
forbid
have
I
to
care
do.
about a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that you don't have to do, this person is doing, and you know that they're doing this solely because of the fact that they want to be with you.
Mhm.
So why would you even be with them or continue to even, deal with that situation knowing that that's not what you want?
Ironically, my lady friend literally asked that same question on her timeline today.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no answer.
And there was no answer. The nigga
Except
talked
for-
me in circles.
Except for my answer, which was people don't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got somebody who's giving you things while you're being intimacy deprived, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, human beings are selfish by nature.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they know I don't have no correlation of growing into anything meaningful with this person, but because I'm intimacy deprived, because I'm alone, I'm going to accept this from this person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to breadcrumb this person to continue to get what I need to no longer have intimacy deficiency
Mm-hmm.
until I find the person who I really want to be with. And they'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, you create a gang of bitter, resentful women and a bunch of
Mad ass man.
mad men, bitch ass niggas who will get on the internet and hate all of y'all forever and ever and ever.
And that was the post that I put the other day, and I mean earlier today, and I was just like, because I saw a post from somebody, and the post, I'm not even gonna talk about the post because I don't even want to give it that much energy, but it like in my head, like I was reading it and I was like, because I remember who it was that actually made the post,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, but you're terrible. Like you're absolutely terrible.
It's the message.
The message was still bullshit.
Oh.
It was, I'll show it to you later. But it was one of those posts where, and for me, like I'm like I can see both sides of things, right? I feel like I have a good mindset to where I can see both sides and I can understand both sides of things. This post was nothing like that, right? It was literally, fuck it. It was literally talking about the characteristics of a man versus a woman wearing weave and fake eyelashes.
I seen that post and I had a feeling that's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And it definitely was not a proper correlation. Only because, one, you're already a biased man making this statement. You already look at women as if they're a level below you without even correlating the conversation. So when you take the messenger out of it and you still go back to just the message itself, it's not the same. Because even in the post, people will say, but even though she has on the wig, you're still there. The wig is what you kind of fall in love with her about.
Mm-hmm.
Men are very visual, so naturally we are attracted to the prettiest person in the room, not their personality. You don't learn about the personality is what keeps you.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of men want women who have this high functional personality and this high emotional intelligence, but at the end of the day, you're not talking to the woman because her intelligence is
absolutely
right. You're talking to her because she looks good in that moment.
Absolutely.
And you allow the women who are toxic to placate and distract you because they'll purposely look good.
Mm-hmm.
I was joking with my sister the other day that I can tell who a woman got their makeup from because the MUA does it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Every single makeup artist has a signature style, and you can tell who they went to because it's the exact same face.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not actually chasing the woman; you're chasing the design that the makeup artist did because that's what you call beautiful. I hang out with a lot of women who wear wigs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I like some of them that switch them up. You know, I also know some of them who wear them for medical reasons. So I don't judge a woman based off of what she wears, what she puts on, because at the end of the day, she didn't put that shit on for you, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have the benefit.
And right, and the thing is that
use it for
and the fact that you think that you can actually compare somebody wearing wigs and fake eyelashes to actually what's inside of them, and that's what I'm talking about, is that we have become so just surface level. You looking at somebody, and that just proves that you're looking at somebody only surface level. you're the type of people that you're looking at, or the type of women that you're looking for. And I'm not saying that all women, that we're making, like, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that you cannot get mad when you have put that you're looking for, or you have exhibited that you're looking for a certain type of woman, and you get that type of woman. So if you don't like the wigs and the fake eyelashes and all the makeup, don't deal with that type of woman. It's just that simple.
But at the same time, that is normalcy.
Absolutely.
Like, I hang out with
So it's like, find something else.
like you just want something, and I look at it like this. A lot of times men just want something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest thing when it's coming to complain about women is your style of dress, the clothes you wear, the makeup, the way you do your hair. At the end of the day, none of that is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you're complaining about something that does not adversely affect you.
Mm-hmm.
When you find the woman you like, you're going to like her for who she is. I hang out with women who get dialed up all the time. And when I tell them that they're the prettiest to me is when they don't have makeup on. And I show that I find them so attractive without the makeup. Not because I don't like it when they got the makeup, but gas goes from 87 to 93. Okay?
Right.
But I make sure I still gas them at 87 consistently.
Right.
So they know that it's not the makeup of why I like you. It's more to it.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup just accentuates whatever we do in that particular day.
Yeah.
So we out here stepping out and you looking good, makeup on point, nail done, hair done, everything done. Guess what? I got the baddest in the building. But when we at home and you just in scrubs and you raw face, I still got the baddest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's how I convey it to them in that particular situation. And these men don't do that. They'll down talk you when you outshine them.
Yeah.
And that's what it really is. A lot of men can't accept the fact when their woman is shining. Nigga, I'm like the Obama picture. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I dare you to like, I don't give a shit. The niggas is weird.
Yeah. He said it is though. He said they don't put that shit on for attention from women. So yeah, so for me, like when I like literally, like when I get dressed and when I go somewhere with my friends, and you're one of my friends that I go somewhere with, right, pretty much, she know that, but when we go places, our thought process is not, I'm finna put this on and see how many niggas I can get when I go out. I'm finna put this on.
We literally put in a group chat, like, we getting dressed for ourselves.
Yeah,
we
like literally. And we no, I'm saying to the point of what Dino said. And then, like we just went on Halloween. We just went out, and instead of, like, we didn't do costumes, we just got cute. And we got dressed. And we did that for us. We didn't do that. Yeah, and we didn't do that for attention from a man. We didn't do that for, none of that, because that's not our focus. And a lot of women, there's some women that they do. Yes. Absolutely.
But the biggest problem is the He-Man Woman Hater Club generalizes the 5% of chicks who are users as the overall category for women, period. Specifically Black women. And I think that's where my biggest anger comes from. Because the white community don't do it, the Asian community don't do it, the Hispanics don't do it. We only do it to our own sisters. And the crazy part about it is, white women are raised to be users. Asian women are raised to find the richest man. Hispanics love who they love, but if you can find somebody who's doing better, that's where you go.
Clock it.
Whereas then Black women are raised to love that Black man.
That's true.
Holistically, no matter how broke he is, but we are the first ones to talk down on y'all.
Yep.
Which is wild.
Yep. Yep. And it's sad and it's disheartening. And I just really pray that something, and I don't know what it is, that will just kind of like stir or change just like the mindset of those that are actually truly wanting to find love. Um,
Therapy. Every nigga needs to start taking therapy at the age of 16.
Jesus.
No, I'm dead ass serious. A lot of black men are broken on the inside.
nah, he said everybody from the internet now, fam. Black, nah. I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that.
White Twitter. And
Mm-mm.
white Twitter
No,
only
white Twitter.
talks about broke people and rich people.
Mhm.
White Twitter don't
Mhm.
bash each other.
They don't. They
because
don't. Yeah, they don't. They don't do that.
Everybody
They
else
don't
is
do that.
classism. We-
And I guarantee you, if you got on one of their posts and you got to talking like that about one of theirs, they gonna come. They gonna come and they gonna say what they gotta say.
and it
But
was you nigga
th-
right there.
absolutely, there's absolutely just asking who was the first to talk down on the black men. It we're so in that conversation, that's not
I think
a
I think
it's
you
very
going the wrong
deflecting.
way.
It's very deflecting because you yourself, you see it every single day. You see it every single day with some of your counterparts. And the thing to me is that I don't like it is that there's men that see it, and I've literally only seen a couple of men that step up and say,
I've never seen the man. step up.
I've seen a couple of men that have stepped up and said and made posts and said how terrible, or you know what I'm saying, or ridiculous it is.
I've seen like maybe one.
I've seen a couple that have, yeah, I mean, you're
Oh,
one of the
yeah.
couple. God damn,
You
Tom.
the one or two.
Shit.
We know.
But
We know.
Thank you. That's all I want my brain to. Damn. Call me a soft guy.
yeah, I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's like, okay, yeah.
I can't let that energy exist. When I got two girls who I'm actually raising and I want them to love black men as they are.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard when the niggas is
Ain't
making
shit.
it hard. Like, my baby came home and like, I'm dating a German guy. And I'm like, you know what, baby? We make you happy.
At this point, go ahead, Bookie. Go ahead, Bookie. But
still a Nazi because you know we gotta.
You know.
Right,
What, Tom?
right.
If he treats you right, go ahead and get you a bar. You only
Ooh.
12,
That's gonna be a cute baby, though.
You know what? That's the problem right there. Just almost gonna be a cute baby.
It's gonna be, it better not be a baby, but
Right.
it's still a baby. I will whoop all kinds of ass.
No, for real. All right, y'all. So before we close out, let's recap the recipe. So the recipe for real love is we have patience, communication, trust, accountability, grace, and we added respect.
Mm-hmm.
And then also we have the little secret ingredient, which is self-love, because you can only, you can't love anyone real, or the way that you should, if you don't really love yourself. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the discussion. Love y'all so much. Next episode, we're gonna have our family or our friends giving. So peace. See y'all. Yes, you will, or you won't eat.